Secretary Mari Monteo, Secretary Joel Villanueva, Mr. Dan Reyes, Mr. Jose Marie Mercado, IT Business Process Association of the Philippines Board of Trustees, the IT Business Process Management leaders and experts, fellow workers of government, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having a bit of a difficulty. It seems that the previous speeches have covered the entire gamut of topics to be discussed. So I wound up with saying nothing, and tomorrow that will be the headline. But let me try anyway. Today, I have the pleasure of addressing the leaders and stakeholders of an industry with one of the most fascinating success stories in recent memory. Not long ago, the Philippines was the global IT-BPM industry's best-kept secret. Despite our status as one of the largest English-speaking nations on earth and despite our high literacy rate, somehow, in the year 2000, there were only a few BPO companies operating in the Philippines. Your industry only employed a few thousand workers and had yearly revenues of just a few $1,000,000. There was no concerted effort to capitalize on this advantage. On the contrary, I am told that some early BPO companies even went to extra lengths to remain silent about their operations here because they feared new competitors in the market and wished to safeguard their tiny niche. Perhaps some of you here today can still remember the turning point. Then Secretary of Trade and Industry, Mar Rojas, took notice of the massive potential of your sector, reached out to industry leaders, and launched an organization whose purpose was to convince global companies to invest in the Philippines' IT-BPM sector. Eventually, through the confluence of efforts between the public and private sectors and due to the sheer talent and skill of our greatest resource, the Filipino people, you succeeded in doing just that. Since then, your industry has gone from success to success, and the transformation of the IT-BPM sector over the last decade has been staggering. Anywhere you look these days, you will find indicators of the industry's excellent performance. Your companies are recruiting workers through billboards along EDSA, through advertisements on the back of buses, and through banner ads on the internet. May I take note that I also am very captivated by these ads who offer breakfast just for you to apply. And once you're accepted, they say that the blowout dinner is on them. Not too long ago, I think Mario Monteo and Greg Domingo were the ones who had to give breakfast to the interviewees just to be interviewed. There are also increasingly positive reports about your performance. I was pleased to find out, for instance, that this year, Manila leapfrogged over Mumbai to take the #2 spot in the 2014, I think it's Tolon's Top 100 Outsourcing Destinations report. Not to mention the fact that 6 other Philippine cities also made it to the list, namely Cebu, Davao, Santa Rosa, Bacolod, Iloilo, and Baguio. I've also been informed that as of September 2014, employment in your industry has reached the 1 million mark, which makes me hopeful that by 2016, you will meet, if not exceed, your target of employing more than 1.3 million Filipinos. But since your industry is known for innovation, I think you will do better than a 15% growth on a yearly basis. And we add that during our recent European and North American trip, we made it a point to convince more of those that have been investing in this sector to do so much more. And I think I will leave it up to Greg to give you the details of this. Might I point out, these jobs, as you know, take on a multiplier effect. They empower your employees to frequent convenience stores, coffee shops, to buy more prepaid loads for their mobile phones, to pay their rent, if not invest in condominiums for themselves, and to ride public transport, if not purchase their own vehicles. I'm told also that traffic is now also a part of the traffic problem, being victims and also contributors, I understand. There is supposed to be a market in our auto industry catering specifically to employees in your sector. And they are all projecting, a 20% increase in sales on a year-to-year basis. In short, ladies and gentlemen, these 1 million jobs are equivalent to 1 million productive employees and empowered consumers who stimulate the economy and in turn create even more jobs, thus spurring a virtuous cycle of inclusive growth. The tangible benefits that your industry brings to our people by tapping their innate skill, talent, and creativity has never been clearer, and I stand here today to tell you that our government has every intention of helping you continue growing and empowering our people. We are highly aware of your company's need to continue hiring people with the right skill sets for the jobs that are available. which is why we have continued to enhance the capacities of our Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. Over the course of our administration, we have invested more than 1.3 billion pesos in our Training for Work scholarship program for the IT-BPM sector. This includes the part of the program conducted in partnership with your association, which produced more than 65,000 graduates, 70.7% of whom are already working for you. Rest assured that under the leadership of my elder brother, Secretary Joel Villanueva, TESDA will continue working to optimize this program further and improve the employment rate of its graduates. We have also allocated 125 million pesos for the rollout of the Service Management Program under the Commission on Higher Education, which we are conducting in partnership with your association as well. It is a 21-unit course, as mentioned earlier, designed to arm our students with the skills needed for entry-level positions in your industry. As of June of this year, we have trained 545 instructors to teach subjects for this program, with more training sessions scheduled in the coming months. I am certain that this will be a welcome boost in developing our next wave cities and in spurring the continued growth of your industry, not just in Metro Manila, but across the entire archipelago. It is clear, as your industry discusses how to approach and overcome the challenges that arise, we will also be there as a constant and steady partner. Government will continue to listen to your concerns and proposals, all to ensure that the Philippines stays a global leader in the IT-BPM far into the future. The story of the IT-BPM industry in the Philippines is one of hard work, ingenuity, sacrifice, and success. I am confident that in the future, countries around the world will be looking to the Philippine example to see how we managed to achieve such striking success and become a global industry leader in just a short number of years. However, we must also realize that the success of this industry has always been rooted in innovation, perseverance, and an eye for opportunity. This is why we must continue working together, public and private sector alike, to find new ways of maximizing the potential of our people and to consolidate our leadership position in this industry. We can do precisely that in events such as this, where we are able to share and improve our ideas. Without doubt, this is the best way to make certain that this industry's remarkable story of growth continues without end, that more and more Filipinos are able to enter this industry and have long, rewarding careers, and that IT-BPM in the Philippines can continue being a platform to show the entire globe that the Filipino works and that the Filipino is indeed world-class. And as a final note, may I thank you for being part of the efforts to bring our OFWs back home. Thank you. Good day.
May we request